Welcome back. We are here on our second episode of Tito Teaches Sales. And I've had a few people ask me in the past 10 minutes because I sent that video to a few friends. Okay, Tito, I get the example of the sunglasses. Those are great. However, tell me something, man. How do I apply this to like other products? How do I actually put this to use? So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to tell you a little bit about how you can help your prospects and how you can shine the light in their eyes, right? The sunglasses are easy because you can just shine it and it works, but they're like, I can't like really show them the problem. So here's what you're gonna do. Imagine you are selling shoes, right? How do you sell shoes? I mean, it's all about like running marathons and walking. So when the prospect walks into the store, you don't have a way to like flash a light on their face. So a good thing that you can do is ask a relevant question, a discovery question, a question that helps your prospects discover they have a problem. And you ask the person, when was the last time you checked your gait? I mean, when you walk, do you know exactly what areas of your feet have the most pressure? Do you know if your knees are perfectly aligned with the balance of your body? Have you looked into that? And I guarantee you that 99.9% of prospects will be like, I've never done that. But if you're the type of company where your shoes make people build more comfortable shoes or just, I don't know, take care of the people's health, this is an area where you win. So you ask a relevant question about it. And then they will come and you just do a test. You're like, stand here, show me your gait. Okay, oh my God. Yep, you are curved in this way and you have this type of gait. What type of shoes are you using, sir? Have you bought those shoes with intent? And they're like, no, I went to the store and just picked whatever shoes were, discounted. And I bought the cheapest shoes that look good on me. Okay, so, well, I'm going to tell you something. I find this very often. A lot of people just don't understand that the shoes they wear really matter. 32% of people actually have knee problems in the world over the age of 50 because they don't take care of their knees. And the reason they don't take care of their knees is because they're using inappropriate shoes. So they walk too much and the shoe is not perfectly balanced with their gait. And what that creates is knee problems. From what you're telling me, prospect, I have to recommend something. I recommend you buy shoes that are appropriate to you because I think that if you don't do that, you're going to run into bigger problems with your knees. People are like, holy shit, that's amazing. Okay, good. Now, done with retail, let's talk about software. So I'm going to talk about a company that I'm really excited about. I'm an investor there. The company name is Pia. What they do is image optimization. So what they do is they built a report. And this report allows people to understand their website speed and how their images look and how perfectly put together they are according to the website. Quick backstory, just so you guys understand the questions I'm going to be asking here in this discovery and in this lesson is, imagine if you open a website on your laptop versus on your phone versus on a tablet versus on a laptop that has retina display. All those have different number of pixels on the screen. The number of pixels will determine the size of the image. If you really want to optimize your website, the size of the image that displays on your phone should be pixel perfect, meaning every single pixel on your phone and every single pixel on your computer should take 1 pixel of the image. If you have less pixels on the image, it will look pixelated. If you have more, it will look just fine, but it's too big and it takes more time to load the website. There are some websites that are really slow to load. So, having said that, how do they do sales development and discovery calls? When they reach out to prospects, they say, hello, Mr. Prospect. I was investigating your website, and it was interesting for me to find that you've put a little bit of effort into optimizing your SEO and your website speed. However, I found that your images are not fully optimized. Have you looked into optimizing images so that your website loads faster? And they're like, oh, well, like I use a CDN and I use this and that, but like, yeah, we've put some effort. And then they built a report that really explains and grades them. Okay, on your HTML code, you get an A. On this, you get a C. On this, you get a B. And they're like, here's your report card. And on images, you have an F. That's why we're reaching out to you. And we want to show you how, because your images are not optimized, you have a higher bounce rate, people are leaving your site quicker, and they're looking at less pages on your site. And from our investigations, we think you're losing as much as 12% of revenue. Would you care to take a 15-minute meeting so I can show you both how other companies have optimized their images and how this might be able to get you back that revenue you're losing? And people are like, holy cow, that makes sense. My images aren't optimized, my website's too heavy, therefore it takes too long to load the website, especially on mobile, especially when it's, you're not connected to super fast Wi-Fi or whatever, especially when traveling, and therefore people are leaving my site and I'm selling less. I'll take that meeting. I want more revenue. But before you told them that, if you told them, hello, Mr. Prospect, what is your budget for image optimization? They're like, 0. We have no budget for it this year. Okay. So we've developed an engine that literally looks at the container of your blah, 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 and it really optimizes the images for your website. They're like, I don't care. Why do I want perfect images? I mean, the images I have are looking good. They work. What if you do, we guarantee you that, like, if you start implementing this, you are gonna, love the new images, and it's gonna be easier to upload images to your site, and your customers are gonna enjoy them. I mean, some people might care something about that if you really feature pitch and like try to throw some benefits about it. But most importantly, what you gotta do, whatever product you have, is bring them an insight. Right? Bring them an insight. Here's a report. Here is a test. Here is a case study. Here's another company that was using very similar technology to you. Here's another e-commerce company that look just like you. And what they found is that by using this technology, they got back the 12% of revenue that they were losing. Would you be curious to hear more about it? Hopefully this example was helpful. And hopefully you go back and think about, what can I do in my product to bring an insight? How is their life different before they use your product versus after they use your product? And this could be their day-to-day basis, or how they interact with clients, or how they deploy code, or how they build custom quotes. I mean, there are so many products. You guys are doing something for somebody. Just run them through. It's not like, oh, what's your budget for CPQ? It's, so Mr. Prospect, quick question here. Some people I talk to tell me they take 2 minutes to build a quote. Some people tell me it takes an hour or 2. How long does it take your team to build a quote? About an hour and a half. Okay. So run me a little bit through that process. I mean, help me understand. What do you guys do? Like, what is that process like? Well, we go on Salesforce, we click here, we come here, we add some products, we come here, we check on an Excel sheet, like what are the types of products that we can use. Then we select them, then we use the right code for the line item that's going to go there. We add the quantity, then we do some math, we calculate it, we copy paste that data into a proposal, we build it in Word, we check that everything is good, we make sure we add the address of the prospects, we go on Salesforce, we copy it, we add it in the Word document, and then after a few minutes we end up like converting it to PDF. We send it down to another department for approval. It comes back. Once it's approved, we send it to the prospect. So sending it to the prospect takes 2 days. Building the quote takes the rep an hour and a half, and then it needs to get approved. Okay, John, I'm so glad we're talking today, because what I can tell you is not only does that process take so much time for your reps, but Now it takes longer to onboard the reps. They got to learn all your systems. Sometimes clients are just waiting for quotes, and if you take too long, you might lose them. And there's all of these other consequences. I mean, have you thought about that? No, I hadn't thought about it. Have you ever felt like you asked for a quote and another company has taken way too long to get that quote to you? Yeah? Do you feel like you were well taken care of by that sales rep? No, I wasn't. Okay. So here's what I want to do today, sir. I want to show you how you can build quotes in 2 minutes rather than an hour and a half, and they can be approved in 1 minute. And with that, we're going to revolutionize your process, make it easier to onboard reps, make sure clients are well taken care of, save your team time so they can sell more. And we're going to compare the experiences if you want me to. Would that be fair? Sure. That'd be fair. Now the prospect is bought in. They're not bought into your product, by the way. They're bought into the idea that a CPQ system works. They're bought into the idea that image optimization is something that they should look into. And once they're bought into that idea, now they're going to start shop around. They're going to go look at your competitors. They're going to call them out. They're going to be like, hey, man, I want to look at your product. But you know what's your big advantage as somebody who's done problem discovery, help the prospect find the problem, is that now you control 100% of what are their requirements. Now, like we said in the sunglass example, we can say, well, Mr. Prospect, now that you know that you need to buy some better sunglasses for yourself, because it really makes a difference when we flash that light in your face. Let me tell you a few different things that we think are important in sunglasses. The first one is that if the frames they don't bend enough, they start hurting your ears, and it just sucks. So that's why we've built our frames with a proprietary technology that makes them elastic enough and strong enough at the same time. Let me tell you another thing. The previous sunglasses you bought, the reason they didn't work out as well as ours work is because the proprietary technology in the lenses and the film that we use to filter light. We've built this company with a purpose, and it is to make sure that they make a difference in how you see the world. And we do that through a few different ways. One is by filtering the correct light. And the second one is by earning your trust and changing this not until you lose your sunglasses, but forever. So not only have we built the best lenses, but we have also added a 10-year warranty. So if you ever lose these sunglasses, if you ever break them, we'll replace them for you for free. So, Mr. Prospect, I mean, I know you're early in the process of evaluating all these solutions and all these sunglasses you might ever buy. But tell me, how else can I be most helpful? And that's a phrase that we might talk about in lesson number 3. So think about, how do you provide your prospects insights? The role of a sales rep in a discovery, and even the role of an SDR when prospecting, is to be a free consultant. That's it. You go and provide insights. You make your prospect's life better. You show them. You ask them, where are you today? That's what I want to understand. And here's what I'm going to help you see. I'm going to help you see what the future might look like if you buy these sunglasses. Not from my perspective, not because of my features, but I'm going to understand your situation, and I'm going to show you the promised land. And with that, you're going to sell much more. Hope you enjoyed lesson number 2. Go ahead, click subscribe on YouTube if you are watching this on YouTube. If you're on a podcast, subscribe to our podcast. If you're seeing this on LinkedIn, connect with me. Comment below. Share this with a friend. Tag your friends. Tag all the sales reps at your company, man. You guys need to sell more. And I think this will help you. I hope you think the same. I appreciate your time. Take care. We'll talk soon.